Okay guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we have got the brand new BP50 that was just added in the Season 2 Battle Pass. As you can see, already gone through multiplayer and got Interstellar on my gun, and let's test this gun out in zombies. That is going to be the main plan for today, just to see if this gun is going to be a capable gun that we can actually go ahead and use in zombies and it be an absolute demon or not. I'm also very close to getting Borealis, so there should be a video up on the channel within the next week or so of me probably completing Borealis, just to let you guys know when I have done it. And of course, we do actually have the new event that is in Modern Warfare 3 right now, which is the zombies event, where we have to kill armored zombies and normal zombies and collect the bones that they do drop. And doing this is going to give us a whole bunch of rewards in zombies. If you want to know what those rewards are, you can check the video I uploaded on my channel yesterday. I went through and just showed everything you guys can go ahead and unlock from completing this event. But as you can see, the BP50 at just normal, no pack punch, no rarity upgrades or anything, in the tier 1 zone is going to melt through the zombies with no problem. But you'd expect it, it's tier 1. There really shouldn't be too much of a problem in tier 1, especially for an assault rifle like this. So we are going to go ahead and tier 1 pack a punch it. We have now got the what does that name even say? What does that new name say? The Toro Chakoro 50, so we can just melt through these zombies now with no problem whatsoever. We should be able to just fly through these. So we're going to head straight to that tier 2 zone and see what this gun can do in the tier 2. As you can see, I've got a legendary AF tool, a tier 2 pack a punch, so all I really need to do eventually is tier 3 pack a punch it once I get a bit of cash together. So I know, unfortunately, with Season 2, we didn't really get too much zombies content added into the game, and a lot of it is coming in season. However, I am glad that they actually introduced the new event into zombies as well. I thought it was just going to be simply by playing the new game mode that came out, but it actually seems like you can do the new event in zombies, which is pretty cool. I'm glad they've done that, because recently, with a lot of the events that they've been bringing out, you just haven't been able to do them in zombies. Like, you haven't been able to complete any of the challenges, get any of the blueprints, the camos, anything like that in zombies. Whereas with this event, we can still play zombies or the game mode in multiplayer and get the rewards, which is a pretty good addition. I'm glad they've at least given us a little something for zombies. And of course, we've got the new guns and some aftermarket parts that are coming that we can go ahead and use in zombies before the new content does drop. So at least we've got a little bit of something in zombies to keep it a little bit fresh and something new to make some videos on, and just for you guys to go ahead and grind out yourselves. But it is a bit unfortunate we've got to wait till basically the mid-season update to actually get a lot of the new content that's planned for zombies. We're basically in the tier 2 zone now, so we can really start seeing what this gun's going to be like in tier 2. Hopefully at tier 1 pack a punch, it's actually going to be very viable and very usable in the tier 2 zone. We'll just have to see when we do find a couple of zombies, which looks like there is a couple that have just spawned in. So let's go ahead and test this against these tier 2 zombies and see how quickly we can melt through tier 2 zombies with this gun. Okay, so it really doesn't feel too bad at all, to be honest, at tier 1 pack a punch in the tier 2 zone, which is always good. I always like having a gun that's going to be nice and powerful in the tier 2 zone, especially when it's only tier 1 pack a punch. There's not too many more upgrades that have been done to it. And as always, the plan is to get into tier 3 as fast as we possibly can. So as you can see, even against like light armored zombies, it's going to melt through them with no problem whatsoever, which is great. That's exactly what I was hoping to see. So I'll spend a little bit of time in tier 2, but not too long. I do want to chuck this straight up to tier 2 pack a punch and test it in that tier 3 zone, so we're not spending too long running around without it. So to be honest, I think what I am actually going to do is equip this tier 2 pack a punch, which is then melt through the tier 3 zombies, hopefully with any luck. And it doesn't seem to be too bad. At tier 3, it doesn't seem to be doing too bad of damage. I mean, the next thing we can do, of course, is chuck that legendary AF tool on to try and make it a little bit more powerful and actually make it a lot more usable against these tier 3 zombies. But doesn't seem too bad at all. We do seem to be able to get through the tier 3 zombies with not too many problems. But of course, putting that legendary AF tool on should make a nice difference, which we're going to do right now. Don't really want to take on a Mega Abomination just yet. I would like to get it to tier 3 before we do any of that. So let's go through into the tier 3 zone now, and we can sort of see what damage it's going to do. Like I said, legendary AF tool, tier 2 pack a punch. It really shouldn't be too bad of a gun right now, which it doesn't look like it's going to be. It looks like it should melt through these zombies pretty quickly with no problems. Also want to just say a quick thank you guys to everyone that is supporting all the zombies content. I really do appreciate when it's leaving positive feedback in the comments, letting me know different guns they want to see me try out, just letting me know overall how they found the videos, all of that sort of stuff. I do really appreciate when it's just showing love and support on the videos for me. It's so cool to see how many of you guys are enjoying these zombies videos, because I'm really enjoying making them. So I do appreciate everyone that is showing love on the videos. But as you can see, with this gun, the max ammo that you can have is a 90 round mag, because the biggest magazine that you can put on this gun is a 45 rounds. So we are limited to 90 mags. But it's not too bad. 90 isn't the end of the world. I know with a lot of assault rifles, you can sort of put a 60 round mag on, so you get up to about 120 after pack a punch in. but with this highest we can get is to 90. So be interested to see if once we get deeper into the tier 3 zone, if that's going to make a big difference or not. But so far, this gun seems to be very, very capable in the tier 3 zone. It doesn't seem to be struggling at all. We got a whole bunch of zombies here. We should just be able to melt through these with no real problem, to be totally honest. There we go. Can get through the zombies pretty easily. Again, even with 90 bullets in the magazine, it's really not too bad to start taking out a lot of zombies. So far, everything does feel pretty good with this gun. I'm not going to lie, it feels pretty powerful. It does the damage. It's got decent mobility speed. The recoil's easy to control on it. It does feel like a very good gun so far. But of course, we'll put it to the proper test. We'll do some bounties in tier 3. We'll take down the Mega Abomination, all of that sort of stuff, and just see how good it is going to be in those sort of situations. So as you can see now, we're a lot deeper into the tier 3 zone. There's a whole bunch of zombies sort of around me. We can now sort of test this gun really at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch to see what sort of damage it's actually going to do against these zombies and see how powerful it is going to be against them. So far, it doesn't seem too bad at all. Seems like it's going to cope with all the zombies that are running at us and running around near us. Really doesn't seem to be struggling in any department as of right now. I've not noticed anything that's too bad about it. Like I said, the only real thing is the 90 round magazine, but that doesn't seem to be too bad for this gun. It seems to have enough ammo in the magazine to do the damage you want to do to the zombies, which is always good to see. And don't forget, guys, this is just tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. So when we tier 3 Pack-a-Punch this, of course, it's going to do even more damage. It's got the legendary Aether tool on it. This gun seems to be very, very powerful for what it is. Like a tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, it definitely feels like a very, very strong assault rifle. The only other gun that I felt this confident with in the tier 3 zone at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch is probably the Lockwood 680, and we all know how broken that gun is. That gun's ridiculously broken. You never have to worry if you're using that gun because it is just so, so good. But so far, this gun has not left me in a position where I just don't feel confident. I don't feel like I'm going to go down at any point with this gun. It just feels like it's going to melt through the zombies that are going to come near me, which is always what you want from a new gun or any gun that you're taking into the tier 3 zone. You don't want to be in a position where you're going to struggle with it. You just want it to be able to absolutely fry through zombies with no problem at all. But I mean, even in a situation like this, you've got zombies trying to jump up onto the roof with me. It can quite easily deal with the zombies that are coming. Like, you can quite easily take them down with not too many problems at all. So we've got a Mangler down here. I'd be interested to see what sort of damage we can do to this Mangler. My teammate doesn't seem to be doing too much damage to him whatsoever. So let's see what sort of damage we can actually do. Doesn't seem to be terrible. It doesn't seem amazing against the boss, I'll be honest. Doesn't seem like crazy good. But it is going to do the damage and it is going to get that zombie taken down. So let's pop that just to make sure I don't end up going down here. I'll pop a decoy just so I can... Oh, there was not as many zombies as I thought there was. So we can take those out easy. Yeah, I mean, it didn't feel too powerful against the Mangler. But again, it's tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. It's not tier 3. So we'll just have to see what it's going to be like at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch when we do actually try and take down a Mangler with it. So I've started doing an Outlast contract. And there's a lot going on. I'm not going to lie. There is a whole bunch of zombies around me right now. I do need to kind of be a little bit careful of what's going on. I've started the Outlast. And I thought it was going to be a little bit easier than what it turned out to be. There's a whole bunch of zombies that have just run up on me out of nowhere. Luckily, I've got this turret outside that's definitely helping me take down a whole bunch of these zombies that are here. Because if it wasn't there, I think I genuinely would be struggling with this gun. Because again, it's only tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. I need to get up to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch to become even more confident with this thing. We've got a Disciple on us right now. Okay, I've got quite a few zombies on me right now that I need to try and take care of. But again, this turret is just active. It's going to do the damage that I need it to do. It's going to take out a lot of the harder zombies that I'm just struggling to take out. I don't know if this tier 2 or this contract's going to be possible simply with the gun that I've got and just the way that it's only tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. And the fact my teammate has gone down about 25 times also doesn't really help me too much. But again, considering it's only tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, it does deal with the zombies quite well. I can't lie. It does definitely deal with the zombies in a very good way. Like, there's no real struggle with this. Like I said, the only thing was there was a whole bunch of zombies around me. So in that sort of situation, because there was so many, it was kind of difficult with the 90 round mag to just be able to mow through them all. But I'm very impressed with it so far. It doesn't feel like too bad of a gun at all. Like, the gun really does not seem to be struggling too much in any sort of situation. My teammate looks like he's going to take all the zombies away. Random Disciple just spawned on my head, so let's see what sort of damage we can do to a Disciple at tier 3 with a tier 2 packed weapon. Again, looks like the Disciple's just off to chase my teammate around, which is not the end of the world because it should help us complete this contract a little bit easier. But there we go. We have now got enough to go and tier 3 Pack-a-Punch this gun, so we can go ahead and see just how good it's going to be at tier 3. And I honestly think this might be a very, very good gun at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. I think it's going to be a very, very powerful weapon. So we're going to go straight to that tier 3 Pack-a-Punch and test it out for ourselves. I will take the Scorcher from my secondary, that's for sure. We'll stow herself and we can stow Jug as well. Okay guys, so here we are at the Pack-a-Punch machine, ready to get this thing up to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. Let's see what sort of damage it's going to do now. I genuinely think this is going to be a very, very powerful, yeah, it feels like it's going to melt through the zombies with no problem. Again, the test for this gun seems to, why am I taking fire damage with PhD flopper on? I don't really understand what's going on there. I seem to be taking a lot of damage from fire with PhD flopper equipped. It doesn't really make too much sense of what's going on there. Some random teams just come by, drop me a load of cash. I will take that, that's for sure. I'm not going to say no to a whole bunch of cash that these guys are going to drop me. Okay, so here we go. We're in a situation. Mega Abominations, the whole shebang's over here. Let's see what we can do. Manglers should get melted pretty quickly now. There we go. Manglers seem to be doing a lot better to be able to take out. So we've got Mega Abominations. We've got the whole lot that's just over here. Let's see how well we can take one of these down. One of its heads should go quite quickly. There we go. Perfect. That is one head already gone on the Mega Abomination. Lovely stuff. Let's jump in here so it doesn't do exactly that to me. I kind of need to be careful here because I'm in a situation where I could end up going down if I'm not too careful. So we were taking down the Mega Abomination. Then my teammate went down and left me with all of these zombies to try and deal with by myself. So we're sort of going to have to try and take care of all of these zombies before we even go anywhere near that Mega Abomination right now. Otherwise, it's going to look like a long day for me. But then it's also, I'm in a position where I've got no ammo, which just isn't exactly ideal. It's not the best situation to be in. So for the first time, I've actually run out of ammo with this gun, which isn't exactly the ideal situation. Where is there some ammo behind me? I'm going to have to try and go over in this direction to get some ammo. So maybe, I don't know, there was a lot of zombies there, so I can't really put it down to this gun running out of ammo quickly or anything like that. Because it's the first time and the only time that this happened. It's just a little bit annoying that it happened when it did happen, because obviously I was trying to take down Mega Abominations and stuff, but it's okay. We've still got plenty of time left within this game to try and take down a Mega Abomination. It shouldn't take us too long to be able to do that. But yeah, with this gun, it just seems to be able to melt through hordes of zombies. As you can see, like, oh, I'm backing myself into a corner, so that probably wasn't the smartest to play, but realistically, this gun just does melt through zombies with no real problem, to be totally honest. It doesn't seem to struggle that much. Would like to try and take down a Mega Abomination, and just, they don't seem to be anywhere for me to actually go ahead and take them down, which is a little bit annoying. But I'm going to try and get my teammate up, and then I will try and get us all to take down a Mega Abomination together. So hopefully I can focus the Mega Abomination, they can focus on the zombies that are around me, and that's the way that that will work, hopefully. Okay guys, so we're in a position here where we've got Mega Abominations and stuff. Let's see if we can actually take one out. I mean, I'm not going to lie, the fact I've got a turret is definitely going to help me with this Mega Abomination fight, that is for sure. But, okay, I didn't even need to shoot at the Mega Abomination once for it to go down, which is pretty crazy. The fact that turrets actually take stuff down that quickly there. But we should be able to run around here, no real problem, take stuff out nice and easily. Again, with the turret on us, it's going to make grinding through these zombies a lot easier, because we can just sort of focus on the big ones, the bad ones, and then the turret can just start taking out all the smaller stuff. So it's going to make it a nice little duo here. As you can see, the turret just melts through everything. If you don't use turrets in the tier 3 zone, you're doing it wrong. Get yourself some turrets, and it is going to make your life much easier when playing in the tier 3 zone. Let me tell you that for free. It's going to make it a lot easier. But yeah, the gun feels very powerful. It seems to do a good amount of damage to a lot of the zombies. Doesn't feel crazy good against bosses. Like, by no means does it melt through disciples or mimics or manglers or anything like that. But against zombies, it genuinely does just fry through them with no real problem whatsoever. But it seems to be a case of one of them guns where it's good against zombies and it's not so great against the bosses, which is a very common thing in this game. We do see it quite a lot with guns not being able to do as much damage to zombies or to bosses. It does one or the other. It's either good against bosses and bad against zombies, or good against zombies and bad against bosses. It's one or the other. But this one seems to be a case of it's good against zombies and okay against bosses. It's nothing crazy, like it's not going to melt through them ridiculously fast. It's by no means the fastest gun to take bosses out in this game, but it definitely does do the damage. It is definitely going to be able to take them out. So if you were looking to try it, then you definitely can give it a go. It's definitely a good weapon, and I think you guys will still enjoy it. It's just not going to be crazy good against the boss zombies. That's the only thing I will say. Okay, so what I want to try and do is take down this whole horde of zombies real quick, which this gun doesn't struggle to do, and then focus on this Mega Abomination and see if we can actually manage to take it out pretty quickly. See how we can get on. If the Mega Abomination even decides it wants to focus me for 1 second, that would be great. Let's see if we can actually get the Mega Abomination to even notice that I'm here, which it doesn't seem to want to do, which I'm not going to complain against, because I think I've just popped one of its heads without it even fighting me a little bit, which is kind of crazy. I'll take it. But I wouldn't mind a Mega Abomination fight where it fights me and I don't use a turret, and do you know what I mean? Just doesn't seem to want to do that with me today. This Mega Abomination doesn't seem to want to party for whatever reason. I'm not too sure what's going on, but it doesn't seem to want any of me right now. Again, you get all the zombies run up. You can quite easily just melt through the zombies with no problem. It's not going to make it too difficult. We can get through the zombies that are near and around us, go through all of those, and then focus back on the Mega Abomination once again. So if you want a zombie slayer, this is going to be your gun. Is it going to be crazy good against bosses? Not particularly the best gun in the world, but it's definitely going to do the damage as well. Like, it's not too bad. We've got a couple mimics and manglers running up on us now. See what sort of damage we can do to the mimic. So, I mean, overall, to be fair, that wasn't bad damage on the mimic just there. It really wasn't terrible damage. We should then be able to... Okay, so my zombie actually finished it off, which isn't too bad. We've got a mangler. See how well you can do against the mangler here. We should be able to take that out. Yeah, mangler down already. Nice, not too bad going. Like I said, the main thing I really want to do here is focus on this Mega Abomination, but it just doesn't seem to want to turn around and fight me and fire lasers at me or any of that sort of stuff. So I don't really know how I'm meant to take down a Mega Abomination super easy if it's not going to fight me. Do you know what I mean? It makes it a little bit more difficult. So it now looks like it might be focusing me a little bit, maybe? No? Okay, that still doesn't want to focus me. So we've got another mangler. Let me just get rid of that while he stood still. Shouldn't take us too long to smoke through the mangler. There we go. Mangler down. Perfect. Bunch of zombies we can carry on melting through. So the damage it's doing to the Mega Abomination is very solid. It doesn't seem to be taking long to take it down. I'm only struggling because the Mega Abomination doesn't want to look at me. Like, it's kind of difficult when the Mega Abomination doesn't actually notice that you're even here, because you've got to focus on that head being open. And when the head's not open all the time and he's not firing lasers, it becomes very difficult to actually go ahead and try and take down the Mega Abomination. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It seems very difficult to take down a Mega Abomination when you're just having to rely on that mouth being open to hit the critical shots. I don't really know how we're doing this. We sort of just got to hold out and see how quickly we can take it down. But as you can see, when the mouths are open, it's going to do good damage to it. I'm literally going to have to go and reload, aren't I? No, okay, I didn't have to go and reload. Perfect. So, did manage to take down a Mega Abomination. Really wasn't too difficult to do that. Again, if it had been opening its mouth and looking at me and all that sort of stuff, would have been made much easier to do. But unfortunately, it just for some reason didn't even want to recognize that I was in the lobby. So, not too sure what was going on there. But there you go. It took down a Mega Abomination. Not too bad. Is it the most powerful gun in the world? No, there are definitely more powerful guns that you guys could go ahead and use. But it's definitely a viable option if you guys wanted to try something new. Try out one of the new guns. And it's going to melt through zombies with no problem whatsoever. But yeah, guys, if you were looking for a new gun to use and you want to try one of the new guns from Season 2, I definitely recommend giving this BP50 a try. It's a fun gun to use. Like I said, it melts through zombies with no problem whatsoever. The only place where it isn't, like, super amazing is when you are taking down boss zombies. But that's okay. If you pair this up with a gun that's really good at boss zombies, you can use this to take out the normal zombies, and then you can use that to take out the boss zombies. That is one way that you could do it if you wanted to do it like that. Or you could just use this and take the boss zombies down with it as well. It is still capable of taking down boss zombies. I'm just saying it's by no means the fastest gun I've ever used that's taken down boss zombies. So, depends how you want it to play. If you wanted to just use purely this gun, like I am, then you could do it. You've seen me do it. I've taken down the boss zombies we've come up against. Mega Abominations, Manglers, Mimics, all of that sort of stuff. The gun will do it. It's just not going to be the most powerful gun at doing it. So yeah, I definitely recommend you guys give this gun a try. It is very fun, and like I said, it melts through these zombies with really no problem whatsoever. Like that, it doesn't seem to struggle at any particular point taking down zombies. Even with only 90 rounds in the mag, it will take down a big wave of zombies with no problems whatsoever. So I definitely do recommend this gun. I think it's a very fun gun to use, a very fun gun to try. And of course, it's something new in the game as well. So why not try the new guns as they are new? And also keep your eyes peeled for a Ram 9 video, which should be dropping on the channel probably the day after you're seeing this one. So if you're seeing this and you're enjoying it, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss when I do upload that Ram 9 video as well. So like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, let me know your thoughts on Season 2 in the comments below. Are you happy with it? Do you think it's a bit disappointing in terms of zombies? Let me know in the comments. If there's any other guns you want to see me try as well, let me know those in the comments below. And like I said, keep your eyes peeled for that new Ram 9 video dropping probably tomorrow on the channel. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash a thumbs up as it helps me out way more than you can imagine. Let me know your thoughts on all this stuff in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, notifications turn on and you've been enjoying the content, then make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more videos on the channel. But I appreciate watching to the end. Have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.